Hello everybody, Ads here, hope you're doing alright. So I needed an excuse to make a video on this channel as they've been very few and far between honestly. I found one in the form of my comment section in one of my most recent videos. Someone asking basically what it is that I am doing when I am playing this game with absolutely no commentary at all. It's basically just videos of me playing the game in similar colours to other people on the track. So yeah, I thought that would be a perfect opportunity for me to get some footage and to speak about something within my favourite game of all time, which is Wreckfest. So here we are. So yeah, we're here to talk about the TDRL, which is the Team Dirty Racing League, in a game that I hold very close to my heart, Wreckfest. Wreckfest is my favourite game, not only because of the gameplay itself. I've played over 4,000 hours in this game. But it's also my favourite game due to the time that I played the game and probably most importantly, the people I met through the journey. I started playing in 2020 and I'd say that I've met more people in this game than I've met in any singular thing I've ever done in my life, which includes school, college, university, any of those things. So yeah, it's a game that probably will never be surpassed in my life as my most favourite game of all time. It's set a very high bar just due to everything that's provided to me, honestly. A lot of things to thank for in this game. It kind of makes me speechless when I'm just thinking about it. But yeah, a game that just constantly keeps on giving to me. I definitely got my money's worth if that's ever came into question. I think, yeah, we're well past that stage. But yeah, a game that like I don't really play as much these days, but a game that I always have the pleasure of coming back to. Speaking of which, the TDRL is a league that runs yearly, and it's something that gives me a reason to come back to the game. A league that runs from January to March every single year. It is in its third season in its current iteration. I am currently in the third season myself. I've run 2 seasons previous to this one. But the TDRL does have a history. It was called the WRL, then it was called the WCZ, and now it's called the TDRL. The organizer is a gentleman called Phorescine, a guy who rarely likes any sort of compliments whatsoever, but a guy who I've known for a very long time, and a guy that I've always been very thankful for someone who's basically a genuinely all-round nice guy, plus a guy who keeps this game that I absolutely love going with a league that provides probably the most entertaining racing I've ever seen or participated in Wreckfest, and that is I think that'd be something to be said about that, as I have taken part in probably thousands and organised thousands of races at this point. And yeah, that includes like clean racing, semi-clean racing, and dirty racing. So yeah, the TDRL is something that yeah, I very much enjoy it. It's something that it changed my mind as well on the way that I played the game, as I was mostly a clean racer for the majority of my playing time in Wreckfest. A guy who even would wince at the fact, the thought of corner bombing someone in a game. It was always something that I was trying to stop myself from doing. And if it was ever done accidentally, you'd end up getting like penalties and stuff like that. But yes, something I'd say that nowadays I definitely prefer playing the game as it's probably intended for a game called Wreckfest, which is trying to do as much damage as you can and DNF as many people as you can. TDRL is kind of the perfect stage for you to do that. I will start by saying that if you are interested in joining a dirty racing league in Wreckfest, there's no other league better than the TDRL and no other more active at this point in the game's life cycle. The life cycle, I'd say the Wreckfest is definitely very much in its post-mortem phase, but one that keeps on living with people such as Phorescine and other organisers of leagues and modders, etc., keeping this game alive for as long as possible. So yeah, the TDRL, all teams, first off, are playing for something called the Loden Moss Cup. It's called the Loden Moss Cup, as a gentleman called Loden Moss was a very well-liked member of the TDRL and Wreckfest community in general, a very good player of the game as well. He was part of the Dipshits team, which is one of the mainstay teams of the TDRL league. He sadly passed away in 2024. So yeah, the league is the winner of the league gets a trophy named off Mr. Lurden Moss. So that's what all teams are playing for. Some more history. There is some other mainstay teams. So you do have the Dipshits, you have Team Midnight, and you have the Yellow Jackets, Team YJs. A lot of people know them as. So yeah, that's what everyone's playing for. So yeah, the league it runs from January to March. So there's normally about 10 to 12 weeks total of racing. You do one race each week. Teams need members of up to 11 to 14 to have a team to enter the league. You can either create your own team, or you can advertise your services in the Discord. By the way, everything that I say in this video and talk about is in the description of this video. That includes a link to the TDRL Discord. The description also goes more in depth in some of the things further down my list here, such as like penalties for certain things, what would happen in a tiebreaker situation, and a list of all the vehicles that are not allowed in the events themselves. So yeah, how do you get involved? So yeah, basically you just join the TDRL Discord. That's how you get involved. And another thing that I've just got written down here is about Wreckfest 2. Currently, this league runs in Wreckfest 1 and Wreckfest 1 only, but we have been told that as soon as Wreckfest 2 is ready for a TDRL league, which honestly is definitely not at this stage, we're close to a year in the early access cycle of Wreckfest 2, and I'd say it's probably not ready for a league just yet. Maybe like an exhibition or something just to see how close we are. Honestly, yeah, it definitely doesn't seem ready to a full league. Things such as like the free cam as well. All these races are all broadcasted live on various live streams, and they're also recorded, so it needs a good free cam. In Wreckfest 2, last time we checked, didn't really have anything close to a working free cam for all the racing to be seen. So, yeah, everything also in the TDRL Discord. It's very good if you join it because it's got all the information, such as like from previous races. Like I said, all these races have been, if they can, they're all live streamed and recorded. And the Discord is a decent archive for all previous races in the past. If you're anything like me and you're getting into something new in any sort of game, I always like to look at footage of previous things that have gone on just to have some sort of idea of what it is that I'm getting myself into. Yeah, you can watch some videos there. There's a nice history there, and you can probably see, first of all, that if you are anything close to a novice of a player, then the TDR League is probably something that you might want to think about before you're getting your teeth sunk into. Even if you are a very good player in public services, on public lobbies, honestly, you'll probably get a big humbling once you join the TDRL. I know I certainly did. I was, like I said, I was a clean racer for a very long time in Wreckfest. I'd probably say like 4 or 5 years. And I decided to join the Team Dirty Racing League 3 years ago, and I got an absolute humbling at the hand of some of the best dirty racers the game can offer. Yeah, such a humbling that we went 0-7 in the team that I joined at the time. It was called Team Wrecked. And it took us, yeah, a good 8 weeks before we had any idea what we was doing, really. And then it ended up that I ended up creating my own team for my second season. The team that I'm still with now, they are called the Hermes. Yeah, just a team of people that I met in 2024. Like, we ended up creating a friend group, and we're all great friends now, and now we enter a team in this league together. So as well as playing the game that I absolutely love for a good chunk of the year, like the first quarter of the year, like from January to March, I also get to do it with some of the greatest friends I've ever met, ever, really, like the Hermes. So yeah, it's always good to come back to, and yeah, it's really nice to talk about it. So yeah, we'll go over some of the basic rules. So they'll go more in depth in the description. So teams usually consist of 11 to 14 members. If you are looking for a team before or during the season, you can be placed on a reservation list for existing teams or for people looking to make a team to have a look at. It's a North American league, which I think is really important. I mean, I am European myself, but yeah, I was as someone who's done many a night shift in my time, I was always on North American time when I first joined the likes of the TDRL and the WCC before that. But yeah, it's on North American time. Races are normally in between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for me, it was like between 10 p.m. and like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. usually in the UK. But yeah, and the races are at the moment. I mean, Mr. Phorescine, who is the overlord of the TDRL, has mentioned that if there is ever a situation where a European team decides to enter the league, they will have a European server available. But at the moment, the servers are currently in Dallas, New York, and Kentucky. As far as the servers are concerned, before each league season, Mr. Phorescine uses a randomizer to decide what the schedule's going to be. Every match has a home and away team. The home team gets to decide which server they're going to use. They also get a priority of the time and day that the race is going to take place. Races, like I said, usually between around dinner time to late evening Eastern Standard Time, and they're either on a Saturday or a Sunday. There's only Saturday or Sunday races in the TDRL at this current time. So yeah, no. So as far as the racing rules on track, there is no racing rules apart from you cannot exploit the tracks. You cannot like use reset exploits such as like Rosenheim, where you can skip half of the lap and get like 22-second lap times. But as far as the on-track action, you can do whatever you want. You can corner bomb, you can do whatever, you can spin people, you can go backwards. Anything that you want to do. Obviously, it is a team event, so likely you'll be doing whatever your captain tells you to do. I know this. I mean, the team that I am in, I did create it last year, but I'm not the captain this year. So whenever I get to race, I am following the orders of my captain, Mr. Ellis Wanbeard. But yeah, you are likely to be under instructions from your captains, and they will decide what you are driving and what you are doing, basically. But yeah, you can do anything on the track if you want to. You could be an outlier and just join a team and do whatever you want. But we'll see how far that would get you in the TDRL. But yeah, we've definitely seen it happen before. So all matches within the TDRL have 3 races and 1 demolition derby. And these are all scored. All the scores and everything for races and derbies are all in the description below. So yeah, there's 3 races and 1 demolition derby. These are all selected week on week using a randomizer, which is done by Mr. Phorescine. So every week the tracks and derbies are different, and yeah, they're all done by a randomizer. As you expect, like this can bring up some absolutely golden weeks and sometimes some absolutely dire weeks as far as the track selection are concerned. But this can also throw in with the variation of who you are facing. Some teams are more racing focused, some teams are more wrecking focused. The track selections can definitely play a part in how those races will unfold. So it definitely adds some mystique to each week, some excitement as well, and it can sometimes make some tracks that are maybe not favoured by some into some of the most entertaining races you've ever seen. So yeah, that's definitely one thing to think about. As far as mods are concerned, we are at the moment we're only running 1 mod this season, which is a custom skin mod, where each team gets to look unique. They have custom skins made by very talented artists on each team. All of our vehicles this season for the homies all have got individual skins which look very nice, which were made by Kyfree and Tyrone. So yeah, there's definitely that to think about as well. So the captains for each team, they have to decide which day and time they will play the match. I think I've already said this. So yeah. Race rules. We've already gone over most of the race rules. You're not allowed any duplicate vehicles. You're not allowed any illegal vehicles, which are all listed below. You can swap vehicles between races, but you just got to make sure there's no duplicates. Otherwise, your team will incur a penalty. All information about penalties are listed below as well. The reset timer for races is 8 seconds. Nobody really who does public lobby racing, I mean, like the footage that you see in the background here is from Poop Socks, which is probably known as the most dirty racing server in North America, I mean, you've got the European counterpart, which is Fuckfest, but even these guys, they do not run anything like 8-second resets. It's normally like 2 to 4 seconds. So yeah, if you are in a TDRL racing situation and looking at landing like corner bombs or something, you have to make sure that there is not a queue of the opposite team there behind waiting just to absolutely demolish you. Because if you get stuck, you are stuck for 8 seconds minimum. And then if we get to the derbies actually have a 10-second reset timer. So if you are caught upside down or stuck against the wall or on your side, you are probably not going to be lasting too long in a derby. If you watch my most recent POV of a TDRL race, you will see that my derby probably lasted about 60 seconds, which was not very good for myself, but happily, gladly, my team was able to pick up the slack as far as my derby performance is concerned. As far as the teams, all teams must have a majority paint scheme with a colour and a minimal secondary colour, so like 75-25. So as you can see, like just using the card that you can see on the screen as an example, it's mostly teal, which is our Hermie colours, and you got a little bit of black there. If you are in a racing situation and your colours are similar to the opposite team, then it's up to the away team to alter their colours slightly to make it easier for the broadcasters and therefore the viewers to understand who they are watching and what they are seeing and where everybody is. So, like I said, everything regarding this league is listed in the description below. Also, there's a lot more information. It goes a lot more in depth. Mr. Raven Striker, who is one of the organisers for the TDRL, has everything posted in the TDRL Discord. I basically just copy and pasted everything that he said, and I've put it in this description, just so you can see what it is that you are entering, basically. But what I can say is, if you are anything like, if you love Wreckfest, if you love everything about the game, like the wrecking, the racing, this league has a mixture of it all. We have some very good wreckers in this league. People who have only wrecked. We've got people who only race, but they're very good in dirty servers. And we have people who have gone from clean racing to absolute destroying machines. As I can say, like myself, like I was a clean racer for a good 4 or 5 years in this game, and now I basically only play as a dirty racer in this game. It's what I enjoy doing most now. And I enjoy doing it with my friends the most, hence why I like doing this league still. But yeah, if it's something you're looking to get into, I recommend just joining the TDRL Discord. I recommend you watching all of the streams, all the previous streams. I recommend subscribing to the streamers in there, as the league is still running now until March. And then, yeah, just get involved, get chatting, and see if you can join a team. The TDRL also runs like a smaller league during the summer months called the R&G League, where everything is randomizing, currently including the selection of teams. So it's a good chance for you to meet new people. You just throw yourself into the pool of individuals looking to join a team, then Phorescine throws everyone into a randomizer, and then, yeah, you just end up with people that you've never met before, and you could meet friends for life, because, yeah, I definitely did. I think my first R&G season, I met the current captain of the team that I'm with now. So yeah, it's good. It's a good opportunity for you to meet new people along the way. So yeah, I think I've just about covered everything. But the TDRL, I definitely recommend it for new and veteran players. It's definitely got a good mix. There certainly are teams that are very, very good and are always at the top, such as the Dipshits and Team Midnight. But there is a good variety of teams at the moment. So definitely this season we don't have anyone who's just languishing without a hope of getting any points whatsoever. And we don't have anyone running away with the league either. It's a good, healthy competition. We have 10 teams, over 100 drivers running in it this year. So yeah, it's a very good league, and it's good that it's still going. I hope it goes on for as long as it can, and I hope that when Wreckfest 2 is ready, everyone else is ready to just jump straight on that, and we can see how far this league goes. Yeah, before we finish, I just want to say thank you to the organisers of the league, especially Phorescine. He is a man who's not very, he doesn't really like receiving compliments, honestly. He kind of passes all of his compliments onto other people, but yeah, he's kept this going for as long as it has onto the TDRL. And yeah, the future's looking bright with what those guys have got going on there. So yeah, make sure that you join if you can, if you're interested. And if you're not interested, if you like watching the races, then yeah, just watch the streams, get involved, send all the streamers and all the broadcasters, likes and subscribes and all that, and follows and everything. But yeah, I appreciate you all. Thank you for letting me talk about something else in this game that I love, and we will see you soon. I appreciate you all, and goodbye.